Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. I hope you followed yesterday's point because 149.20 led us right to 149.98, which was, that's a good amount of pips. You know what? We don't trade for 2 or 3 pips here in Park Avenue Trading. We're looking for 160, 100, whatever the market can give us, right? I mean, but definitely more than 2 pips or 10 pips or 12 pips. I mean, what are you going to do with 12 pips? I mean, unless you're trading, you know, $1 million, and I don't know many retail traders that trade $1 million, but hey, if you are, fantastic. And you're at the right place because you're with $1 million trader. So anyway, dollar yen. We're going to start our analysis off with dollar yen. 149.20. I said on the weekly was a really important point to close above. We did close above it, and now we have retraced. Um, the main support for this thing, and I should have said it on the week, was 148.44. I was trying to be a hero. I thought we were going to break through 20, and then the market was going to carry us straight up to like 151. It didn't. It went to 149 and 98. Maybe on somebody's got a print at 150. I don't know. But right now, as we stand, okay, we need to get through in order to continue up. We need to get to like 149.39 and get above that 149.59. If we could do that, then we're going to basically be able to attack this 150, say 15 level again, right up here. This is like a pretty good resistance level, 150.15, and I would expect if we do that, we're going to pop back down again, probably to the 149, say 60 level, and then we could possibly get up to like 150 and a half on the day, like up over here. All right around there. If for some strange reason the critical price really is at 148, say 75, that's a really important price to stay above, because then we got the 148.44 below us. I think dollar yen is still bid. I think it's just in a consolidation mode right now. It hasn't really changed the market structure, but what has changed is sterling dollar. And we're going to get into that currency next. So really, I would think dollar yen, you got to look to buy on a dip. If we can get it back down to 148.80, that would probably be a good level to look at price action, look to buy it. Stop loss below 148, say 148.40, something like that. It needs to get right now, it needs to get through 35. Once it gets through 35, it's going to start to show some strength to get through this 149.59 and then get up a little bit higher. I don't know how much higher we're going to go today, but if I knew that, that's like the $1 billion question, right? Because if I knew we were going to 150 and a half and my low was only going to be 148.80, well, I would take a very long position, big fat position, and just wait to cash in the chips. So let's go over to sterling dollar. All right, so sterling dollar. It needs to get over this 130, 105. I've been saying this ad nauseum, and it hasn't done it, but it has recovered pretty nicely. We had some consolidation here, and now we're starting to break out of the consolidation. Perhaps this is what may be driving dollar yen a little bit lower. They're still doing the cross, they're still buying the cross, but now they started using the sterling as the method of getting sterling yen long, which is a much healthier way. If sterling yen is truly going higher, the sterling needs to be strong, and dollar yen could start to get pinned. So this is an important point. So 130.105, it needs to get above it. The support is 130.40. It's still there. I mean, it's just pretty solidly there at 130, like, let's say 130.35, but it's really technically it's 130.40. Then right behind it, we got a really light support at 130.24 and then 130 the figure. So right now, uh, it's actually getting up through a point where we can say we got some strength. Now, here, I'm just looking at this structure right here, and I'm going to go over like triggers. I think it's important. We could look at market structure. We could look at, I see a lot of people put up like on 10-minute charts, like the bar, like this is what you got. You got a down, you got an up candle, you got a down candle, and then and then you get 5 pips if it does this. Are you kidding me? I mean, you got to look at least hourly bars, and really the best place to be looking is daily bars. But and that it helps, and I'll go over that. I mean, I'll go over like structure of bars, and statistically which ones actually have any validity, because there's a lot of Japanese candlesticks like a doji and things like that that have absolutely no validity. And there was tests done that after like in other words, you get an inside doji bar or the hammer. I don't look. I have a hard enough time with English. Okay, so I really never wanted to learn Japanese, and I certainly like my position on Japanese candlesticks was that they're good for one thing: lighting up a geisha girl's apartment. That's it. I don't see any validity in candlestick charting. Bar charts, okay, they've been around forever. And, I'm a purist when it comes to this. So people are candlestick, blah, blah, blah. Steve Nielsen, the guy just wrote a book and made a fortune on a book. It's just, that was it, and like everybody's like buying into like these candlestick patterns. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Believe price action. All right, I just went totally off on a tangent. All right, so I think that right now, as we're breaking 130.95, it's a good sign. We could take the top out at 131. We can get through that 131.05, and sterling yen can continue to climb. Sterling dollar can continue to climb to the next resistance right behind it at 131.41. Hang on a second, right here. 131.40. Then we got 131.68, and then we got 132.20. So it's a tall task, but here's the thing. Sterling dollar has been coiling, like tightening for a long time. And now I've been expecting this break up in sterling dollar for weeks. It hasn't happened. So I'm kind of put a check on my enthusiasm until I actually see confirmation. So right now, breaking 130.96, it's pretty strong. It's got to hold above 130.40. And let me see if I let me get a line. It's got to hold above that, and then we're on our way higher today. All right, so let's go on over to sterling yen. All right. Yesterday, good trade call had 195.08 as a level that it was like a catapult to move up. It did. It moved up to exactly to the resistance at 195.65. Actually went up a little bit higher to like 195.73. Okay, so that was yesterday. So what about today? All right, so we definitely have support. I didn't, I'm late to the party today because it's 9:17 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. I had some personal things I had to take care of, like payroll and things like that. So where do we stand right now? We need to get over this top right here, 195.58. I would even go as far as say if we can break like 195, say 45 right now. That's a good strong strength. We could get another leg up to beyond this high. Maybe we can get to 196.04. That's a really important level, 196.04. if we can get up through 196.04, we got, I would have to go 196, say 50 before this 196.97. So really what I expect it to do is if we can get up through this top right here, what I expect us to do is to come up to 196.04. There should be some resistance. Push us back down to, like, say, the 50 level. It's fine. Testing the entry, this basically 195.66 breakout price, testing it. And then go up through 04, travel up to, like, say I would say 35, maybe 50 on an extreme. Back down to the 196.04 level, maybe 195.90, and then we try to get up to that 196.97. Now that's a pretty good map. On the downside, all right, if we break 194.52 today, then we're heading back to, say, 194.35. I still think sterling yen is bid. And now, as sterling dollar is actually now breaking the figure, as I said, it was a good trade to get long at like 93, 95. Got 3 points in that, man. 3 pips. I'm as good as those other gurus. And sterling yen is trading at 195.40. I still think it's bid. All right, so let's go on over to euro yen. All right. Euro dollar really isn't, it's getting pinned right now like 109. It's probably, euro yen is probably going to be a dog today. Why I say that? Because sterling dollar is starting to gather some strength and some oomph. Okay, right now it's at 131.01. That 131.05 is important. I really see it. It's probably going to be in a range today. Probably 162 right now, or 62.79. I think right now 162.25 is still a good level of support. If it gets down through 162, hang on, wait, where are we? I would have to go. I have to move this up a little bit. I'm gonna go 160. Not move it up. 162. 162.48 is a good level of support right now. If it gets through 162.48, it's probably tracking down to 162, say 15-ish. Now, I don't think it's going to do. I think it's going to stay in a range because I see dollar yen getting pinned right now. In other words, it's not really moving higher fast. It's kind of just staying stable. And I see sterling dollar creeping up, but euro dollar is not creeping up. So here is the box really that I'd be looking at. Right there is the box. If we could get up through this 163 level, then we're starting to show a biddish tone to get to 163.68 on the day, and then there's that 164.10 behind it. All right, so there's the update. A little bit late, sorry about that. And head on over to Park Avenue Trading, get yourself a free ebook. I'm going to be doing a video on a really cool product that I have, and it's called the Tower Price Thrust Calculations, and it helps you guys find support and resistance. And I'll explain exactly what this is, so that you can understand like what this thing is trying to do, or what it's programmed to do. And I'll do that in that video, but I think you're going to find it really cool, and I'm going to open it up to you guys to mess around with on the website. And if you like it, leave some comments and tell me, yeah, I like this thing. And it works very well with Fibonacci. And considering I'm going to be doing a complete Fibonacci course, I think this is a good addition to add on to it and show you before the course is actually completed, because you can start to play around with it. And head on over to Park Avenue Trading, get yourself a free ebook, And remember, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.